It's been quite the year for the Lloydminster Rescue Squad, and with me here is Chief Norm Namier and Deputy Chief Ryan LeBlanc. Great to have both of you here.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. So lots of things obviously have been happening for you guys. Let's take it a little bit back. 1984 was the beginning of the Rescue Squad. Tell us a little bit about that and what that was about. It wasn't a lot of people that started this, right?
No, back in 1984, the concept came up that we should have an organization that could do rescue, that we would do highway extrication and just all aspects of rescue. So a couple of us got together, and one Mr. Graham Howie had the thought of putting this squad together, and so he did. We started out with about 8 people, and then it's grown from there. In 1984, that concept was realized, and then in 1985 is when we actually incorporated the Lloyd Rescue Squad Inc. business. So
definitely, and that was a big turn for you guys, obviously. And I think it was the Lions Club that came on board. Or was it somebody else came on board and kind of?
Yeah, the Lions Club donated the Jaws of Life to the ambulance, and they didn't really have the room or the manpower to utilize it. So then they said, well, let's do this. Let's give it back to Lloyd Rescue. Yeah. So we did receive the Jaws of Life and the cutters, and we ran those tools for quite a few years until we could again update the tools.
Yeah, an incredible journey for you guys, obviously, to come to this point this year, last year, and in many years. Of course, you guys are part of it, community. You joined them as well too. And what was that like when you jumped on board?
They were propelling into the new technological world already at that time, and since I've joined, we've really propelled into the technological world, and the community should be pretty proud of what we have to offer here in Lloydminster, and it's because of the community donations.
For sure, and you have in terms of technology, the drone. You've got a lot of other stuff like scuba diving underneath water. I'm not quite sure because I don't know that stuff, but lots of different things, of course, right?
Yeah, so we have like you said, the drone. We have the ROV. We're fully capable to do underwater searches and recoveries, and from the air at night and during the day. So we're pretty proud of what we have, and it's exciting for us to work with different agencies and be able to provide this service.
Definitely. How has that changed in terms of the way you help people? It's changed obviously from 1984. Lots of different things, new technologies, but you're part of the community. And how has the community been a huge force in terms of propelling you guys to the next level?
That's a great question. The community, without the community, we would not have the equipment that we have today. And because of that equipment, we're able to go not only in our own area, but we're able to travel outside our area to, we're doing more, I wouldn't say more calls, but we're doing some other calls outside of the province, whether it's Saskatchewan or Alberta. So because we have the technology and because we have the manpower and the tools to do that, so it's interesting, and it's a lot of fun going out there to help other agencies.
Yeah, and it's interesting. You guys put your life on the line, and yet there's a lot of volunteers. A lot of people give their time. It affects your families and the day-to-day things that you guys do. Tell me a little bit about that aspect of it.
I know for myself, my family at home is just as much a part of this organization as I am, because there is that back end work, the support system you have from your family and your children. You are always on call, whether it's through a Christmas or a birthday, or just sitting down for a family supper, and then the radio goes off and you're called out to go to work. So I mean, it's absolutely important that they're included just as much as we are.
For sure.
You were talking about dangers, and I think one of the biggest dangers in our job is pretty well traffic control. That's something that we always kind of, it's in the back of your mind. People don't slow down. People are always in a hurry. People are not paying attention. I mean, I think in the last year or two, there's been, we know of 2 incidents where first responders have been killed on scene. So it's a thought that goes through your head all the time, because it's becoming a problem. And I don't think that problem is going away. I think it's getting worse, that people are not paying attention. We were at a call, for example, I think it was last year, we're just cleaning up and just finishing the call when someone was using their cell phone to take a picture, and they rear-ended someone else. So I mean, those are the things that we're trying to educate the public, just to slow down and be mindful of what your surroundings are, and be respectful too of the call. You don't need to be taking pictures.
Such an important thing to talk about, of course, for your safety and people's safety.
Yeah.
And a lot of things have happened in terms of businesses and other people jumping on board. The gala happened this year, of course. What is that for you, and how does that propel you into the new year, 2020?
It's so important. The Sirens and Sapphires Gala that we have is our main fundraiser through the year, and it propels us into the next year, and allows us to replace old equipment that we have, which we're starting to do, and it just keeps everything moving. So it's so important that gala and the support from the community throughout the year. So.
Definitely. I know we're running out of time, but I love the fact that you guys have a new dog, George, as well too. In the new year, we'll talk more about him as well, or her as well. But in the new year, what can we expect?
Well, I think for George, we hopefully will be certified. We're going to be going to Edmonton. I think it's in February or March, and we've been working with Puppy Love, who's been doing just a wonderful job with George training. He's doing some fantastic things that you don't think he would do, and he's really fitting into that role. So we're really super excited that he's going to be a great part of an asset to us. We love the dog, and I think he'll make a difference in the community again too, because we'll have different avenues where we can send him. I think there's 5 of us that are trained, so we're trained as handlers. Yeah. There's, I think, 3-4 from Lloyd Rescue, and then 1 or 2 from the Sexual Assault and Information Center. So they've been faithful, and tomorrow night is our last night for training. Then he goes for more training. So it's been a long haul, but I think every minute's been worth it. He's been a wonderful asset.
Awesome. We're running out of time.
Yeah.
But thank you so much, Ryan, Norm, for being here with us, and we'll be working with you in the future, of course.
Thank you.
Thank you.